Hey mateys, this is Garbage Scouts, the Pirates of the Caribbean film series here. Captain Simon Perryman here. So, Mantha just take Tony Tornado's video here, and he gave a 4 pieces of the cake from Mantha. She rages over the eating them all. That's because she was almost pissing herself off for his Tony, her brother. Well, that's like she says, she didn't eat a lot of food out of the refrigerators on her house in Las Vegas, Nevada. She was so damn messed up for the Tonys on YouTube. You know, I didn't know what was happening there. It was so much rage over on reaction to call respond the guidelines, responsibility, and disrespectful for her brother. She doesn't eat it all of the food out of the refrigerators and in the pantry, onto the table, and out of her room, out of his room, out of the garage, out of his car. He's not sure that has to quite enough to say no. It's on the public area. That's his house. That's what it's called who live in there for the Las Vegas, Nevada, under the address. So Mantha ate all the food out of the refrigerators. It looks like it's about the priority fake empty. So his food on the refrigerator is very safe there. She can't eat a lot of food. She'll gonna have heart disease. She didn't listen to him. So like he says, don't eat a lot of food. He gave him the cheeseburger birthday cake. She rages on the burger's cake like a goddamn mess. I don't know what the hell she's going on there. What? He didn't understand a saying. Who has to do the way to help him? What? What she is supposed to do? Why does she can't do something? But it doesn't really matter. Mantha can't eat all of the food out of the refrigerator. She said that about 12 times. And she's getting closer to her mouth and her eyes and her eyebrows and her heads. Ugh. She was tasting so disgusting. That's really bad. Come on, Mantha. Don't even think about it to talk about this. Come on. You know, most are excited to see the VetCons doing reactions there. 1.5K for millions of views. That's called about 65 million views today. Becoming Patreon, live streaming, Twitch, gaming channels there. But the similars such as Charlie Day and McJuggernuggets, much as Mike and McCrudden, and Kid Behind the Camera, The Book Show, and Jackson O'Doherty, Xiaomi TV, and Elia Giles and Ben Phillips, and Big Brother, and Big Brother is a good friend. McJuggernuggets is a good friend, and Man in the Corn, it was a good friend, and Bob Sickens, Crocodile Buzz 8088, Boogie 2988, and Bridget West and Michael Green was very good as friend. And this is my problem there about reactions. I have to think about it to talk to you guys about the Mantha was every reaction was eat a lot of 4 birthday cakes. 4 pieces of the cake for Mantha as Samantha. She says she can't eat all the foods out of the refrigerators and pantries. On the kitchen, Tony reaction. He sneaks out, eat a lot of food while she's waking up. But 4:50 a.m. But I don't think Mantha was becoming soon as they can. Tony sneaks walk over to the under the couch when Sparky the Wonder Dog was also be whining about the barking while he's sitting out the hair. The ears is so much irritating. while he's pissing his sister off every day for every miles my responsibility. I will have to think about it. I will think about it. Mantha doesn't like eat a lot of cakes, but Tony uploaded it in the Mantha, ate all the food, but her uploaded his car batteries, computers, and costing back in about $25,000. That's just really illegally that we could be messed up for things. But he also has to be Republic. It was been over the belt for the last 5 weeks ago. Things about also after my problem is I found that I don't understand from Mantha what did she eat 4 pieces of cake, but she ate all of the plate. But she doesn't mean have the problem. Tony just put it in the Mantha's beside the comfortable chairs under the sofa couch. He sneaks in, but he goes to bed. He goes to sleep. He goes to work on the Twitch live stream, working in about for 6 hours minimum, talking like to making the money. They also usually they have really also be dominations. What is up to you, Mantha? Come on. You shouldn't eat all of the food. You need to know to lose 50 pounds, 90-day transformations, and just like I says, I was lost weight. Like to do so about 15 to 20 pounds, and Tony, so your brother needs to lose 35 pounds, like a 90-day transformation too. Also, we do have about healthy days after the 9 months. You could do overweight if you can, but so differently. So you don't need to eat a lot of food, Mantha. You don't want to do that. So you could take more than about 7 more days. You can also would take 98 days to take out for let's see, 3,680 calories per day as a fat burning while you're walking, jogging, the running. But if you notice this about you and Tony gotta eat some salads for lunch and fruits, apples, pears, oranges, the peaches, the cocktails, pineapples, the applesauce, and daily for milk. And it was good for protein today. So it wasn't that hard. It's exactly it's mostly having as much as you can. Like in Passion for Professions, I subscribed. Like Exercise for Life Fitness, LA Fitness, Murphy's Fitness, 24-hour fitness, and Air Force Base, Lewis County Military on Washington State. And there was the Fit for Freedom McCord Fitness for the center to exercise, weight training, and cardio center. And if you eat all the food, just take a walk in the morning, noon and afternoon, as much as many as you can. You and your brother to go to the gym today, like and subscribe, like a vlogs today, and vlog in the Instagrams like Murphy's Fitness today, like the actor actress Zac Efron, Kelly Roebuck, John Bass, Elfinish Hedera, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, my good rockers, and Alexandra Daddario. She's been joining about I Am Not a Bird, and William Olson. She's been joining about per month, like AV IDs. Like also we do the explanation later, like his muscles with Logan Paul is the good one for friend. It was hilarious, funny moments, but but I have to think exactly what he does matter what's the same about happens to there. It's been about for the last 10 to 15 minutes. So I would start walking about for 90 minutes when I stop eating too much there. All my foods, all the drinks, it looks about able to the junk, guys. So Mantha don't eat. So Mantha not was Samantha not able to eat all the junk of the food, but Tony is. It wasn't that cool, but Tony needs to walk like 60 to 90-minute day for the exercise transformations. So he needs to know about the transformation picture for day 1 through day 90. But this is designed to the device program started in nearby before the amazement, like walking to the gym, like LA Fitness, all of the 35 states. If you have to do different for everything, whatever you like, whatever you want. So and this is my sponsor for the responsibility, and those are the nutritions we could call the 3,600 calories per too much food. If we eat all the foods, it becomes too much there. It's about 6,500 calories. It's losing all the weight. It's so much to be different for the once and for all. And you need to know, Mantha. So every day, so fat burn calories starts at about 850 calories per weight, and intermediate 1,080 calories, and 12,050 calories in advance. Also, as hard as you can. Come on, Tony. So let her know about her lose 50 pounds, and she needs to know about 1 to 90 day. She needs to get the transformations while you're doing videos every.com. Every subscribe, every more content today, like my friends do. A lot of 65,000 people are running, lifting weights, and cardiovascular, cardio center, not cardiovasculatory, just like cardio factory. But and that's just really exactly what it has to supposed to be. But it has to be where something about most moments. If it also would do, ask what do you want to do? If I do have to subscribe, the more everything about the contents of the day. So so those are my guidelines of the day. So I've been lost weight in 2010 for almost last 8 years. I think it's about 2018 for the next 3 months. It has to think about for the lose 90 pounds. So much to be different from once again. For interesting, be becoming for skinny as much where you were. So if it get intensity and get nutritional, if it get hottest things also we can. So don't think about it, tell anybody. So people didn't like to call you fat, Mantha. For everybody eats a lot of food per day. It's mostly with exactly, it does matter what that happened there. It takes all of the 90-day exercise transformations. So exercise are very good for walking and jogging and running and biking and elliptical skippers. So as much as we can. If we do cardiovascular, also we do not too silly, not too dizzy. So do not get funny. Do not get funny and running around like horse playing around. So if it can't do sitting around to do about 1,000 50 days, you can't do that every time. So you need to know your brother wants you to walk together, and jogging and running with the, including your friends, everybody, or somebody else who we could do something. Is you notice about muching the moments. It's a much of what it takes about the 90-day takeoff. So if you do have to work out on after the running, after the day transformations, whatever you're gonna do as hard as to jog, like an intermediate, advance as the running, as it's breathe out, like the out for the oxygen, just breathe in inside the like a heart of lungs. That's your oxygen, and if you do breathe in and breathe out every day, that's your oxygen. As much as you were, as much as many as you can. But if they told it about the doctor, like notice about by Tony, and Mantha wants you to do it about the healthy breakfast, lunch, and snack and dinner per day. So don't get desserts for Mantha. Don't get desserts to you, Mantha. So only out for breakfast and dinner. While you're walking for the high schools, and you can do PE, and every day much as you're going out for run, going to homemade gym, and going out for gym, and like a LA Fitness, and the spending notifications like there's a gym here, and Murphy Fitness on the Florida today on the Lakewood. It's on the Orlando, Florida today. So if they have saved it as long as it's as many as you can. So if you do have your phone, and just as time clocking in about 65 minutes, like in most of you of about 2 or 3 or 5 p.m. You can do that as much as as many as you can. And if you do walking as a beginner, and jogging as an intermediate, and running as an advanced, like you do, also we do have 65 minutes for run as the advanced, maybe for jogging for 75 minutes before it's an intermediate, as most of you could do have fat burn calories. If you do have the fat burn calories, you can do also be much as many as you can, like Tony says. So, particular, you need to know about you do that for every time, for every day, before so every night, for every morning, the noon and afternoon, before the night, we can do it before the night, going out for fitness, homemade gym. If you do much as many as you can, like a exercise camp, it's okay with as much as you were, man. But and Tony, I just wanted to let your Mantha know about 90-day transformations, and before she needs to about the 90-day transformating exercise, and she needed to know about the lose minimum weight, and she wants need to know about the biking, walking, and jogging, the running on the treadmill inside there in the gym. But if you do have the indoor running track, and there's gonna be all the way for the LA Fitness around the Las Vegas city. If as many as you can, you do that. If you can do that all the time, for most of you, if you have a very something most very minimum weight from the momentarily, you can do that every time for different for once and for again. You know, I ask you to do something, Tony. So, but it has to do her for for the losing of her weight. So she needs to the difference should be alright. She needs to know about she stops eating too much food. That's her junk. That's her the fat burning calorie stuff. She will need to 7 more day transformating like more again. So sometimes she has to administration to make up the paperworks like a schedule thing for Mantha. You can make out for the 15 paperworks much as many as you can, but you know this, man. You know this. If you notice, if as much as many as you can, you could differ for once and for all. You know this. You notice it for all. That's what again. That's what you call aftermath, before and after. After the transformation for your sister, Mantha. So you do need to know about wanted you to do something you most of the disagreement for guidelines right now. So click the subscribe and the Life Fitness Styles and Answer Fitness, Murphy's Fitness, and LA Fitness. I subscribe. Passion for professions. So you could do whatever you want. Do whatever you want, guys. Whatever you want. Alright, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my content. You can follow on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or find cameras, trace, Patreon, live streaming, gaming challenge, druggy stores, Cocker Story, Tumblr, Hangouts, and links in the description. Likes to commence of the day if you like. You can follow like YouTuber friends and actress friends and the business workers, and according to the fan size and the men, the women, and children and kids, and the senior peoples, if you like, to the welcome there to the watch my channels thing, and you do have the most extremely the welcome there. I have a month ago, and the African people, if you do much as where you were, it's much who you are, helping people like a healthcare, rescue people if you many as you can, and if you like it about watchwoundedwarrior.com. It's on the commercial to the day as 10 minutes. You also welcome there. It's as much as many as you can, like a U.S. United States Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force, National Guards, and Coast Guard. And you're also welcome there like a United States military marathon, like a 5 to 10K. Keeping up. And I love you guys, and feel free to death. So don't forget, guys, I was gonna have to include myself in the pirate captain, and my name is Simon Perryman. I am the Captain Simon Perryman on the Instagram. So thank you so much for coming in, guys. If you do, and most of the extremely whatever you're gonna want. So don't forget, guys, feel free to death, Mantha. So you need to know while you're walking as much as you can. Just remember that, like your brother Tony says. So no more eating junk food as you were. Keep it regimented.